Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso here on SABC3. That time of the morning when we have two of the most envied gentlemen in this entire country. Not only because of their dashing good looks, but they probably have the best job in the country, driving around the best wheels and just having fun. How are you guys doing?
Very good.
Thanks, Kat. Thanks for a very kind introduction.
Yeah. You can also catch them at Overdrive TV on Twitter if you want to, have a bit of a one-on-one with them. But you guys have been having the most fun. What do you guys have for us this week?
Okay, so let's start with some news. Right, so last week, Prince Harry brought the regal name of Mountbatten Windsor into disrepute with his naked Las Vegas antics. But this week it's the Queen's turn.
Yeah, look at her. There is the Queen. She was snapped driving around in a Range Rover wearing a hoodie. Now, I don't know what's more surprising, the fact that she's driving or the fact that she's dressed like a shoplifter.
Oh, Mum, look at Mum with a hoodie. Oh, my word.
These pics have not been doctored, we promise. This is straight out of the news in the UK. And I think this is going to lead to some very confused traffic cops. Sorry, ma'am, you...
Mum, it's Mum. God save the Queen.
Yes, hello.
And it is a Range Rover Sport because she's the only one who can afford petrol for that. But anyway. All right.
So on to what we've actually been driving, and it's the Toyo Buru 86.
What?
Yes, well,
it's
the Toyota 86.
That's the biological name.
We'll explain Chiro's name there just now. But yeah, people often thought that Toyotas only liked because of their reliability, but I disagree. I think they always had a lot of character, and somehow over the last few years or so they've lost that. But they decided, no, we're going to have some fun again. They've released this, the Toyota 86, which is the spiritual successor to the Toyota Celica, which was hugely loved.
So, to explain why I gave it that name, we should explain. Toyota has a bit of a parental relationship with Subaru. And I think one morning they woke the kids up and they said, oi, go and design us something that won't bore the world to death. We've tried that for 10 years.
We're grown up. So we have no idea what we're doing. Go and do something fun.
Our hands are a little bit shaky on the drawing board.
So they've come up with this, the 86, which will be sold as the Subaru BRZ in this country as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and I think we're just getting further away from everything. We're getting further away from where our food is. We don't hunt it anymore. We don't even know who our neighbours are, although we live on top of each other. And we're getting further away from driving, and this just really brings you back to it.
Yeah, I mean, cars these days, as much as they're fast and everything, they can feel a bit numb. And it just feels like there's a lot of acronyms doing all the work. ABS this and EBD that.
And you're not actually, in control.
And this is just back to basics.
Absolutely, and they've gone rear-wheel drive, check. They've gone amazing gearbox, check. Under 300,000 Rand. Wow, check.
Okay. I'd like to check that with a bit of an asterisk.
Look, there are options available, absolutely. But the sole purpose for this car existing is to have fun, which I just think is so refreshing.
So, I have a feeling we can expect more hardcore versions of this. I really hope there's an STI version of the forthcoming Subaru BRZ. That would make my heart very happy. But, at the moment, Gav's right. It's not, it's not really outright speed which they're going for here. It's more drivability. And I think the word is chuckable. You can really just throw this in. It's got such a low center of gravity. Sticks in the corners. It's fantastic.
It's a fantastic car. And also, I mean, the cabin's a great place to be. Once I recover from ligament damage, because I sort of I smash my left knee into the handbrake every time I climb in.
I just made around me, really.
He's a perfect fit.
I think they design cars around people who are Chiro's height. Anyway. But yeah, and as I said, we've got footage of it going around a track here, but this isn't a track car that's been adapted to the road. This is a sports road car that has been made, wait for it, for the actual road. I mean, its tyres aren't too hardcore, but they're just so much fun. It breaks traction very easily, as you can see that guy's doing there.
Was that you? Was that you? I think it was.
Yeah, that's me there. I think, the thing is, so, you're not going to go on a racetrack and go drifting most of the time. You're probably going to have to go do the groceries and fetch the kids from school.
And then, drift into the parallel parking.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of handbrake turn into pick and pay. But I think on two counts, well, on one count, we've got good news there. You will get some groceries. There's a fairly decent boot for a car this size, but you're not going to get any humans in the back. There's zero rear space.
All right, okay, cool. So made for the two designated people.
Yeah, absolutely. This is strictly for single people, and I mean, the prices start, as we said, at 298,000 Rand and go all the way up to 349,000 Rand for the the flappy paddle auto,
which is the one we drove.
Which is the one we drove, and as we said, the car is just so much fun, so poised, so balanced. It's just great to drive.
I must say, when I saw the ad, and I just completely got drawn to this whole 86 thing. I'm an 86 baby now for wow. And the ads look very good. Well, I don't know.
You were born in 86?
I'm a different... I get attracted to cars for different reasons than you guys.
But do you remember being 12 years old and playing arcade games, right? Those cool arcade games where you sat in the seat and had a little gear shifter.
Yeah.
This is the grown-up version of that.
Exactly. Because those
Yeah.
cars could drift like crazy.
And you don't have to put too many coins in, although it isn't.
Well,
It does enjoy a bit of petrol, though. It is basically a Subaru.
Yeah,
Brilliant stuff.
Right.
Well, guys, thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. A lady actually came up to me on Monday and she said to me, "You need to drive this. This is so your kind of car."
This is your car.
I don't know what she was implying with that, but
Because she researched you and found you were born in 86.
that's the thing. Thank you very much to the guys. Of course, you can catch them on Twitter at Overdrive TV. Chira and Gav, always great to have them here. Now over to you, Leanne.